Okay, so good morning once more. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jeffrey Okafor. I am a trader with not so much years of trading experience. Don't mind me. Now, for the benefit of this Zoom, I am going to be using the very basic languages. Sorry, I won't be using plenty high-class jargons. You must permit me for that. I just want to use simple terms that everybody can understand and apply with. Now, one thing though with this trading indicator I refer to as the oracle is the fact that while you use it, I would also always say a few things. Now, the forex market can be crazy, as we all know. You must have your daily set target. I was talking to Kelechi, I think yesterday, and I said to him, whatever you want to make out of the forex market is possible, only and only if you are able to break down the need for which you want to meet, because everybody who wants to trade forex has a need he or she wants to meet. So I prefer you break down in number of days, number of pip, and then in a month what you're anticipating. Let's say, for instance, I have a huge debt of 3 million to pay in 6 months' time, yeah, and I have just $1,000, for instance. How do I meet up with that in the next 6 months? So I'm going to break down 3 million divided by 6, divided by the number of days in the month, trading days in the month. And it will give me the particular number of amount I need to make on a daily basis. Guys, with the Oracle indicator I'm about to share with you, if you stay with it, you can confidently make that amount of money, which when you break it down is going to be very small, that amount of money on a daily basis, except when there is no volatility in the market. So I advise you stay away. Okay, so I'll just go straight to sharing so that we don't have so much time on this. So I will share my MT4 with all of us to follow. All right, so this is my my chart. You can see is a live account, and I got every trade I'm holding here, where you see pound AUD, pound card, USD, JPY, card JPY, where signals got it from the indicator. AUD, USD, I placed from yesterday for a buy. USD, JPY, and card JPY. So everything you see is from the indicator. Now, how does this indicator work? But before how it works, I'm going to open a fresh chart and show us how to install it. When you get the indicator, of course, you come to your open data folder. From here, you will have downloaded it from your email when you get it from email onto your system. It works only on PC, please. Then you come to your MT4, go to your open data folder, and when you open your data folder, you would find the MQL4 section. Double click and open, and just do this basically, and then go to your indicators. You will have copied them and pasted. So once you paste, you find 3 indicators. SRI is one, that's the first one. SRI is the first indicator. Then the pivots here is the next one you get, and then the Oracle itself. You can see Oracle Move MOD. So these are the indicators and their names. So once you do this, you just quickly close your data folder, come to your navigator panel, and under indicators, right click and refresh. When you do that, click on the plus sign to have your drop down, and then search for the indicators. So I'm going to, it's assumed I have installed this here on the MT4, all right, and I'm going to go and insert them on a particular pair. So to look, open your market watch, Control M. Please, if I am fast, just send me a chat and say slow down. So I'll slow down. Now I want us to load this indicator on our Euro JPY. Okay, so right click and then open. So this is a plain chart with nothing on it, naked as it is. For those who love so much of price action and naked trading, this is how, of course, naked. So the first thing you do is go back to your navigator panel. The moment you double click on the SRI, not RSI now, SRI, go to common and then allow DLL imports. You okay it. This is the SRI. Then double click on the pivot, go to common, allow DLL imports, and okay, the pivot appears. Then you go to the Oracle itself, double click, go to common, allow DLL imports, and okay it. All right. So this is set. I'm just going to apply now the period separator as from the, so show period separators. I'll check that box, and okay, period separators allows me to determine the days as it is divided, the days, and all of that. So this is on 1 hour time frame for this pair. Now, how does signals come up? This is basically, now before signals come up, this is one thing I use the pivot for. The pivot is the one that has drawn these red resistance lines, and then the blue are the support lines. The green lines are the daily pivot for each point. The pivot is really different between the market, the closing time for the previous day and the opening time for the new day, right? So it determines the daily pivot point. Now, if I find a market, a price, if I find price around the pivot point, let's say market opens below the pivot point, automatically for me, I will sell the market to at least support 1, depending on the strength of the pair or the general trend direction of that pair for that day, and I'll sell to either support 2. All right, you can see S1, S2 showing. So if you come back, let's look at the current move for Euro JPY. You would find that this pair, the oracle had turned green here. It is just basically saying that the buy it gave from all the way down here. The moment your SRI turns green on a 1 hour time frame, it indicates for a buy. An alarm will pop up and tell you to buy. Let's see what happens. We'll change time frames on here. Now, for me, I stay basically on the 1 hour time frame because I don't trust so much the 15 minutes. It happens too fast. You see, on 15 minutes, it turns the red, the direction or distance between when the SRI turned red and when it turned blue here, green here, was so short. Okay, so you'll find that discrepancy a lot. So I stay with the higher time frames. So if you change time frame, for me, I stay with 1 hour, basically on the 1 hour time frame. But whatever is comfortable and convenient for you as a trader is what I want you to do for yourself in this industry. Nothing is cast in gold. So I would just say, depending on the kind of trader you are, please stay with what works for you. So as I open my 1 hour time frame, this has no signal for now. You can see it is quiet. So let's look for a pair where there is signal, where there might be a signal. Okay, so 4 hours. On NZD-JPY, we are not finding any signal. So that is why the oracle is not saying anything. It's not telling you to either buy or to sell. It has popped up this signal for maybe some days now. Okay, EuroCAD. Also, nothing on EuroCAD as it were. Nothing on EuroCAD for now. Okay, so we can look at other pair. This morning, I got to sell GBP CAD. So I got that on the 1 hour time frame. And that's why I took this trade. You can see my stop loss is just 22 pip from my point of entry. How do I determine stop loss? 1, when I got the signal to sell, price was well below the pivot point. You can see my stop loss is just in between the pivot and the resistance 1, which is this red line. Now, I sold, and I'm taking profit at 50 pip at the maximum. My lot is just 0.05 rather. 50 pip is my take profit in between support 1 and support 2. So, but the price needs to break this resistance, this 200-day moving, exponential moving average to be able to get to my take profit point. Now, also, because I anticipate the weakness of GBP, I am also going to be holding until it hits take profit. Okay, so this morning as well, it gave for NZD-USD. I didn't take the trade. It popped up this alarm at this point. I didn't enter because I already saw it close to the resistance one. So I was anticipating for a drawback before I could enter, but I had to let it pass. I don't take every other trade it pops out for me. I select what I trade. It gave me CAD JPY for a sell. It gave me CAD JPY for a sell. So I entered, it retraced up a bit and I re-entered here. My take profit point is coming to 25 pip. which is $11 according to my lot size, and then my stop loss is 16 pip, or even the other position is all at 16 pip for stop loss. So now, why did I take this pair? We're anticipating some strength in the JPY for today. Strength in JPY for today. It also gave me to sell USD JPY as well, and I took that trade at this point. Now, what you find is that the Oracle, the SRI, which is the major screamer for the buy or sell, the moment it turns red, it's telling you to sell at least to 30 or 35 pip, or even 20 pip, depending on your capacity, your account size, and your person, right? 20, 25, 30 pip, sell to that point. So I target support 1 or support 2, and I set my take profit. And then I look for either in between the resistance or support resistance levels 1 and 2 if I am selling, and then place my stop loss. I use stop losses a lot because I don't want to be kept in the market for a very long time holding trades. It also gave me a GBP AUD for a sell. You can see what it did here. Almost hit my at 52 pip, hit my take profit, and then it pulled back. I am still looking for a pair that will pop up alarm at the current hour so that we could maybe together even take that trade if while it came up. Now, I don't have several pairs opened. I am staying with majorly GBP pairs, Euro and NZD pairs, a few of the AUD pairs, as you could see, and then some CAD pairs. So how you get your alarm is that leave it on the time frame you want to leave it, and then watch it. You don't need to be flipping time frames. Just leave it. It will pop up the alarm, and then you would decide how do you decide what to sell. I want to repeat that point very clearly. The first thing you note is at what point did this alarm come up. If price is below pivot, and it told you to sell, please kindly sell. Just take your stop loss and place somewhere on top of your resistance 1 or in between. If price now, but in the case where price, like in this case, price is above pivot, but it asks me to sell. All right. Now, the reason why I entered the sell was the strength of JPY anticipatedly strength of. If you are not sure of what it looks like, just stay with these few principles. If price is above pivot and it asks you to buy, please buy. Put your stop loss below pivot or below support 1, which is here. If price is below pivot and it asks you to buy, you could either wait until price breaks the pivot point, and then begins to buy. Then you can join in the buy, or set a pending order for a buy stop to join with you so that you can join along with the trade as it begins to buy. Okay, so you would stay with it, set a pending order, and then buy with it. But if it depends on the time frame, if you look at this pair from 15 minutes, from 30 minutes, which is where we are now, 30 minutes, you could see that what is holding this pair is this strong pivot point. If it breaks through the pivot point, market price is going to come down to this particular point. At least now you see I'm combining both the 200 moving average and the support 2 as my take profit point. Today is Friday, and I might not hold some of these trades over the weekend. Whatever they do at 4, 5, 6 p.m. when the major news for today finishes, I am going to exit all of them and have a wonderful weekend for rest. So that is what majorly happens with the Oracle. So let me keep searching. Let me search for a few in trade signals. It will pop up from these pairs. Let me see if I will get something even from the smaller time frame, and then we'll see how. If you see it's quiet, it is not saying anything to share with us at all. So 30 minutes here, 15 minutes, not saying anything, 1 hour quiet, 4 hours quiet daily. For those who are swing traders, if this indicator gives you a buy on any pair on a higher time frame, guys, use a small lot size and buy because you're going to be swinging. So use it, target the next support resistance point, and then place your exits, stops, and take profits. So JPY, GBP, JPY, no alarms. Euro AUD, 30 minutes, no alarm. 15 minutes, none. It actually gave the sell on this pair from yesterday, from this point. I didn't take the trade because I was busy. I came and saw the alerts for that. So you don't need to do anything by yourself. All you need to do is take the buy or take the sell and set your stops. Okay? Aha. So this is what I'm referring to. On the Euro CHF, 30 minutes, it is asking us to buy. Now, what do you do if you're trading? Let's go back to 30 minutes. All right, it's asking us to buy Euro CHF. You can see the alarm pops up. Now, what do you do in this instance? You can see it's struggling to break resistance 1, okay, for the day. Now, what you do is, what I would do ordinarily is look at the 4-hour time frame and see where the market direction is going generally. So when I come to the 4-hour time frame, let's zoom out a bit. You could see that on the 4-hour, it has struggled to break yesterday's pivot, previous day's pivot, and since on Monday, is in ranging around the day's pivot points. And that is more reason why I would likely buy this pair. 2 at least resistance 1. For those who are swing traders, this is a switch trade to swing. You can take it up, leave it for till Monday. And even if you don't want to take it on your live account, please take it on your demo account and watch it go. So, so for me on this pair, I would just wait for a little retracement downwards before I am going to ride with a buy. So I will take this trade, place my stop loss right beneath the pivot point, right below it. That's where my stop loss will be. And then my take profit, I will take it up to this point. Now, if you determine, see, guys, I told Kelechi yesterday, I said, you don't need to impress anybody in this market. Don't try to sound as if you are making 70, 200 pips in a trade. I prefer that we collect 30, 20, 40, 50 pip on a daily basis and keep adding to our account sizes than I'm using the word trying to, if it's not a trading style, trying to do a higher number of pip for a longer period, and then you end up even most times losing it. Okay, so maybe for practice, we can buy Euro CHF. Buy Euro CHF if you want to. Do it on a demo account. Buy Euro CHF. I already have some positions running, so I don't want to add to my trading. I will have taken this trade as well. So I already have some positions running, which I'm going to watch to see. All of them, I'm in profit. If I close at 14, my target for this on this account, which is just $360, usually is between $30, $40 on a daily basis. So if I get my $40 from here, I'll be out of the market and would go. So this is basically how the Oracle works, and that is how I trade it. I don't try to do any other thing dramatic apart from what I've shared with you. Okay, so CHF JPY, 15 minutes asking us to buy. Right, it's asking us to buy CHF JPY. My chart is updating. Please, if you can hear me, let me just take a little feedback. If you can hear me, can you drop a chat and say yes, I can? If you are still with me, just can you drop a chat and say yes, I can? Can you drop a chat if you can hear me? So CHF JPY is asking us to buy. You can see where the price is. You can see where the price is at you can see where the price is here. So it's asking us to buy from that point. So please, if you can hear me, I need feedback from us. Can you hear me? Okay, Abayomi said he can hear me. Please, another person, Elizabeth, yes, you can hear me, okay. Ekelechi, yes, you can hear me, okay, great. So we are good, we can go ahead. Are others following at all? If you're having issues, please let me know. Am I too fast? Yes or no? Rich Joe, okay, yes. Please, am I too fast? Guys, tell me yes or no. If I am too fast, so that I would reduce my pace. I'm naturally a fast talker. Okay, let's Tochukwu said yes, I am too fast. Okay, so I am going to slow down a bit. Okay, before I continue, okay, Elizabeth, sorry. All right, sorry, Elizabeth, sorry, sorry, guys. I'm a fast talker, but let me slow down. Is there a point where you missed out? Just help me, just say. Is there any point where you missed out so that I can take it again? We'll still have 30 minutes to run. Is there a point where you missed out where I was talking very fast? Please tell me. Okay, Sandra, I am fast. I'm too fast. All right. Is there a point you missed out? I want to know. Please let me know if there's a point where you missed out. I need the feedback so that we can continue, or I could repeat all of that again. Yes. How to know when to buy or sell. Okay, like Tochukwu said, I should go back to how to know when to buy or sell. Okay, any other person? Any other person? Okay. All right. So, Sandra, the stage of trading, is it for beginners or professionals? No, Sandra, it's for with what I'm explaining, beginners can use it. Every beginner, everybody can use it. Everybody. You see, with the alarm system that pops up here, with this signal that pops up here, at least the person can say buy or sell. Kelechi is asking, are you saying we should buy Euro CHF on 30 minutes or can buy on 1 hour time frame? Buy the pair, Kelechi. But please, because we are doing, this is more like a demo, you want to see how it runs, buy it on a demo. Do a practice with it on a demo. All right, but you can go live, 0.01 won't hurt. 20, 30 pip points will not hurt. So do it on your live account as well. If I was not holding up to 6 positions on my account, I would have entered to buy along that pair. Even asked us about to sell CHF JPY. So let me take this again. I want to go back to Lights to Chukwu's question and explain. Sandra, I've said this stage is for everybody. In fact, some professionals feel they don't need indicators. So for me, I think indicators help us to determine the trade. So I want to go over it again so that everybody can understand the point I made earlier. Okay, so okay, before I go over, do we understand how to install the indicator on the MT4 charts? Do you understand how to install the indicator on the MT4 chart? Just say yes, or just wave your hand. I'll understand. Please, sir, can you drop your YouTube channel for us? Yes, I will. I will drop my YouTube channel. Just search for Geoffrey Okafor on YouTube, and just search for Geoffrey Okafor on YouTube, so you will see it. I did other. Okay, Olumide Akinpelumi said no, we can't. Kelechi say yes. Olumide said no. Okay. Okay, so I will start all over again and show you guys from the beginning. So I said, sorry, hold on. Okay, so let's close this and then go over what we did from the beginning. So this is what happens. I want to close this pair. This was our practical pair. So ordinarily, when we are sent the indicator to your email, of course, first of all, this indicator works on a laptop, not on the phone. There's no mobile version yet. When you are sent an indicator to your email, you download it to the system. It will always be on your download section. So you go to your downloads. You can search for downloads. Go to your system, search for downloads. Search for downloads here, and it will bring you to your download section. You will find, if you search the item SRI, these are the 3 indicators, SRI, Oracle. All I'll do is copy the three of them. Control C, I've copied them. I close my download section of my laptop and then come to my MT4. Come to File, right? Click on Open Data Folder. Your data folder opens. You come to MQL4. Double click, it will open. Then come under Indicators. This is not a trading robot. It's an indicator. Click on the indicator and then you right click. Of course, you paste. Either Control V or you right click and then paste. Because I already have them here, if I click on paste now, it will tell me they're already here. So paste. You see, it's asking me if I want to replace or not. So I'm just going to skip these files and show you. So once you pasted them here, you close this, right? Close that, and then come back to your terminal, your MT4 terminal, and come under your indicator section, right? Click on it and then refresh it. Refreshing it means it will automatically add it to the indicators where the other custom indicators were listed. So you scroll down and then begin to look for them. So let's open a fresh pair to add the indicators to them. All right, let's open a fresh pair to add the indicators to them. Okay, so which pair do we open? Come to Market Watch and let's pick, say, AUD NZD. So let's open AUD NZD. Open a new chart. So this is a new chart for AUD NZD. What do you now do to put on your Oracle on AUD NZD? You can close the Market Watch and then begin to add. First of all, come to your SRI. There's no special order. Come to your SRI, double click on it. Under Common, allow DLL imports. Okay, your SRI will appear. Come to the next is Pivot. Your daily pivot, allow DLL imports, and okay, your pivot will appear. You can press Ctrl G to clear the grid. So Ctrl G clears your grid. And then the Oracle itself, double click, allow DLL imports, and then okay it. Okay, so once you've done this, right click on that chart and go to Properties. Under Properties, come to Common and show period separators. I prefer to use period to show me the demarcations of daily and weekly trading days. Okay, so you would find something like this. So your Oracle has been installed. What I added extra from my own is I use 200-day moving average also as a way to determine trend. So I add 200-day exponential, I apply it to close, I okay it. So my 200-day moving average, my system is complete. Now what do I do? Instead of loading this on every time you want to put it on another pair, you go and repeat the same process. What you do now is right click from here, come under templates, save templates. Click on save templates and it will just ask you, you can see I saved mine as Jeff Oracle. All right, so we can save this as Oracle of God. Right, sorry, God. So you save and then it is there for you as a template. So the moment you have it as a template, any other pair you open, all you need to do is go to your templates. Wait, let's open another pair. Go to a fresh pair. Let's say Euro card. No, I'm looking for NZDJPY. Okay, NZDJPY. Right click, open the pair, and then all you need to do is once the new pair opens, right click, come under templates, and you will find what you saved, Oracle of God. You can see it. Click on it. It will just pop up and appear. If you want to change your template background, of course, back to Properties and under Colors, you can see background. If you want to change template background, you can put any other color that suits your person. Okay, any other color. It will first show you a sample on that screen before you move. Any other color, but please put a color that will allow you to see price and see price clearly. Put a color that will allow you to see price and market direction clearly. Don't use some kind of colors. So just choose a color that will suit you. Okay, choose a color that suits you. You can also change the candlestick colors. I prefer to have them in red and green. So bar up, of course, it should be lime. Bar down, will make it red. Bull candle, it should be lime green. I use lime. Okay, so the bear candle will make it red, and then we are done. We okay it. So you will see if this color is fine for you. Don't forget, come back, save it as a template. Save. You can just, when it opens, click on the same oracle that you save, Oracle of God, and it will ask you to overwrite. Say yes, and then you have it. So any other page you open will open with this templates, background, and everything as you see. I hope this part is clear and very explainable. So let me go back to how you take your trade. I think Belu asked us to talk about how we buy or sell. How we buy or sell. So who asked that? Okay, no, Abayomi. No, not Abayomi. No. Light talked about how to buy or sell. We should go back to that. So let's look back at how to buy or sell. So what you find here is, so this is the pair we are looking at, NZDJPY. Okay. So like I said, it depends on your time frame, the kind of trader you are. If you're a scalper, please stay with 15 minutes and 5 minutes. If you're an intraday trader, stay with 1 hour or at least 4 hours. If you're a swing trader, of course, stay with 4 hour daily and even weekly or monthly time frame, depending on the kind of trader you are. And so depending on the equity you have. What defines the kind of trader that we are is according to the equity we all have. Okay, so you don't need to switch over time frames, like I said. Don't bother switching time frames. Just stay with the one you have chosen, 1 hour. Don't come and say, Oracle, I haven't said anything. Let me look for signals compulsorily. If it is not in the time frame where you have mastered how to trade, you will just be making a lot of mistakes. So I leave mine on 1 hour, basically. I leave it on 1 hour. I don't want anything coming out too early for me or too late. So I leave it on 1 hour. Now, this is how you use the pivots, the oracle, and the moving averages. So let's zoom out on this a bit. Okay, let's zoom out on this. So let me explain again. You see these green points. You see it clearly written pivot. I need my pen. Sorry. Aha. So you see these green points, right? This is too thick. So what you will find is the fact that on the green points, you would notice it is the pivot. You notice that this is the pivot point. Now, when price opens above pivot, without the oracle indicator, when your price opens above pivot, the market will buy for at least 30, 20, 30, 35 pip. Let's look at this market, for instance, SDGPY. Price open here above pivot, right? So let's see. 25 pip already. If you saw it and then you took the buy, 25 pip already. Okay, that is to say, if you are using just the pivot without the indicator, without the oracle, give you the alarm for what to do. That's 25 pip. So where will you put your stop loss? If you find price above here, your stop loss should be beneath the pivot point. And the worst case scenario, support 1. My take profit ordinarily will have come up to resistance 1, first of all. So I'll have it this way, which means as the price is above pivot, I'll be targeting, let's say I enter from here, I should have gotten like 30 pip for today already, or about to go and hit my take profit. If you target 25 pip, it's also beautiful. 0.01 on 25 pip is $2.550. I know it sounds small, but can you make that daily? Can you make that per trade? And then you do 5 or 6 or 10 trades in a day, and you know what $2.5, $2.50 times 10 means $25, yeah? So, and then, so you exit. So, but let's stay with what Oracle says. So let's imagine that on the 1 hour, there's nothing coming up on NZDJPY. So I won't bother looking for what to do. 4 hours, nothing is said. Daily time frame, nothing is said as well. So I won't have to do anything. 15 minutes, you saying anything? Oracle is quiet on this pair. So 5 minutes. It is not my trading style to do 5 and 15 minutes. So, but I'm just checking to see what pops up. It's still quiet here as well. So I'll just leave this pair. You look at gold, 1 hour, nothing is said. 4 hours, nothing is said. Daily, updating, nothing is said as well. So I'll just come back to my 1 hour time frame and leave the pair to run. NZD, GPP NZD, 1 hour, no comments. 4 hours, no comments. And daily, no comments. But notice that on the daily time frame, it has turned, the SRI has turned red, which is saying you might have popped up this sell yesterday or on Wednesday or thereabout to sell this particular pair. So, but for now, let's watch it. And we all know that the structure as it is, market structure for most GBP pairs are about to actually go down for a sell. CAT CHF, this gave Kilichi yesterday for a buy from this, I think from this point, it's struggling to break its support one. It's so okay on 30 minutes. It's asking for a sell. So this is what will happen. A user of the Oracle could be on 30 minutes, and then it's asking for sell. It says to get alarm for sell. While the person who's on 1 hour has not got any alarm at all. So I prefer to stay with. It is my choice to stay on 1 hour, not compulsory. So if I get a sell, say like this on 30 minutes, CAT CHF sell. What I will do is this, okay? Say I want to take this trade. I would place my stop loss. Well, the first thing I determine is my stop loss here. Below pivot, below support one, I'll place it. My entry, take profits, will be on resistance 2. Just below it as well. Yeah, below it as well, so that if it comes hit me, the test and then it can pull back. If I enter this sell from, if I enter, sorry, we are selling, this should be take profit, this should be your stop loss. So if you check the PIP directions from here, let's say you enter here immediately, take profits is 12 PIP. Well, it's small, but you can manage it. Stop loss is 7, which is too close. So you can shift and then also adjust. Now, when you get this on 30 minutes, why not look at the higher time frame? What is the general trend direction of this market that I am about to take? If you look at it, it will help you to determine what you could stay with. Okay, so you are seeing prices above 200 moving average and above pivot points. So the general higher trend is more of a buy. So we might have to just take the small sell it will give you on that 30 minutes and then take profit and you exit the market. Now, at any point you see profit and it does not hit your stop, your take profit, manage your profit very well. Don't allow this trade to just come and after you see $20, $30, you say, no, it's going to go off to my take profit is $50 and you keep holding. No, take profit, add to your account and keep growing. So all the Oracle does for you is pop up and tell you. So you stay and check your pivots. Where is it? Price above pivot, you should anticipate to buy. Price is below pivot, anticipate a sell and sell with it. If it gives you, when price is below pivot, it gives you to buy, then you switch to higher time frame to check to see what is the general trend direction of the market. Does this make sense? Let me pause again. These are the trades I'm holding. I'm holding these trades. So just give me $15 profit, and you can see. You can drop your comments. These are the trades I'm holding. Pound AUD. I'm still waiting for it to give me my $21. Pound card. Waiting for retracement to come back to give me my $18. AUD USD struggling with resistance 1. We're anticipating for a $25 profit. USD we are selling to support 2, $24. It gave me AUD JPY, but I refused to buy. So these are the trades I'm holding. Currently, I have $15 in profit, and I took all of this from. If you look at the list of trades it gave me today, they were all the trades I took. I didn't take AUD JPY. I didn't take Euro NZD. You can see my time is 16 minutes. I took CAD CHF. I didn't take NZD USD. Let's look at what NZD USD is doing. It gave this at 8.59 NZD USD for a buy. So this is the current time of 11. This is 10. This is 9. So I give it at this point to buy. So I will have been in profit even for that. CAD JPY at 8.43, it gave me for a sell, which is why I entered this trade. Okay, that's why I entered this trade for a sell. If you look at the other pair, USD JPY gave me 8.26 for a sell as well. So I am anticipating this. So I see my stop loss right above here. So let me pause for your questions and feedback. Richie, question, does that mean that one has to be awake to start of the trading day to see whether price is above, below pivot points? Let me reply, Richie. Let me reply, Richie. Rich Joe. No, you don't need to be awake. Let me just say, you don't need to be awake, please. You see, my laptop, from Monday to Friday, I leave my laptop in the office. The moment I don't even open it 6 a.m. I come here 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, sometimes 7 a.m., and then open the laptop. When I sit through my working period and these alarms come up, I trade them. If nothing comes up for me, perhaps out of knowledge of trading, I look for another pair and place and take the trade. So you don't need to be glued to your laptop. No. The times maybe your 3 hours or 4 hours in a day. Okay, let's do this. If the Euro section, all right, between the Euro and US section, if you're an active trader, I am sure you'll be up. So maintain the Euro and US section. Okay? That's New York section. So maintain those sections. Stay with them. If you prefer the Japanese time section at night for us in Nigeria, you can stay awake for that. But if you want to, what I do, I always use what I do. What I do is I stay the time I come to the office. 8 o'clock, Euro section opens. 1 o'clock, New York section opens. By the time I exit that period, whatever trade I'm holding, I manage from my phone. The laptop, I leave it in the office and I go home. That is how to avoid over trading for me. Okay, so any other question? How do I get indicator? I'll explain all of that to everybody. Please, any other question? Tell me if there's any other question you can ask. But if the whole thing makes sense, that's the major part. If it makes sense, I'm glad it made sense to us. So, but if there's any other question, that's basically how you would use. So, but from what I've explained, can you guys look at it, ask me questions, check and see something you don't understand so that I can answer quickly. Olumide says, how much is Oracle? Okay, the Oracle goes for $50 only, just $50, and it is yours, just $50. When I started using the Oracle, funny enough, guys, I've had this Oracle since 2014, 2015, and I somehow abandoned it. Okay, and I started trying to show macho. You know, for FX market, when you continue to show macho, you would be shocked how it machos you. So, but of course, which I trade, I see the other things, but I just realized that I've had a gold mine with me for these years and didn't pay attention to it. So it's just a $50 for it. Whatever payment option is fine for you. Bitcoin, Naira transfers, it's fine. And you can always go to my YouTube channel, Geoffrey Okafor. I did a few other videos I had uploaded, and I'll upload this training too on the YouTube channel for us to see. So that's how it is. So I just want us to ask questions. If there are questions, please go ahead and ask questions. So I would unmute everybody, but please let's talk one after the other. I'm going to unmute everybody, and then I would like us to talk one after the other. I hope that will be fine. I hope it will be workable. So, I have not seen. Where is my unmute button, Chineke? I hope nobody's laughing at that, at what I just said. Please, sir, is the indicator that pops up the alert signal? Yes, Abayomi. Yes. The indicator is what pops up the signals. It tells you buy, depending on the time frame where you left it, where you have it installed. It tells you to buy or to sell. If you check through all of mine, they are on 16 minutes, which is 1 hour, 16 minutes. So it tells you where to buy or sell. The moment it gives you the buy, please buy. If it gives you the sell, please sell according to what I have just explained. All right, it gives you the buy, it gives you the sell, go ahead and sell. Okay, who else is asking? How accurate is the oracle, Mr. Barry? If you look at the videos I put on my YouTube channel, for the 4 or 5 videos, they have always been true. Let me score on a personal usage. I can score the oracle 85% win rate. Now this is what I do for myself too. I don't take all the trades it gives me. You see, I have determined not to take everything the market gives. So what I do is when the signal pops up for me, I would look at those parameters I explained, and then look at the trend direction of the market, and then buy or sell along. But the most important thing for me, gentlemen and ladies, is the fact that I set stop loss. In fact, each time I take a trade, I tell myself, this is the amount I am willing to lose from this trade. I set it. The reason I set stop loss is I don't want to be held. I know several times it will come, hit your stop loss and then reverse. I don't have a problem with that. My stop losses are usually 25 to 30 pip, depending on my the time frame I took the trade from. 35 to 20 pip. 25 to 30 pip. That's how my stop losses are. The indicators after payments, Mr. Abayomi, I will send you an email. You can chat me up on WhatsApp. For those of you who are in the group where I posted it, on my Twitter channel, Twitter handle where I shared it, send me a private message, send me your email address, and if I get your payments, I'll forward the oracle to you, and then of course the manual instructions. We can also refer to this video always, as I'll put it on my YouTube channel as soon as we are done with this. So the oracle can be mailed. It can even be sent to you on WhatsApp. Okay, so it depends on how you want to receive yours. It can be sent to you on WhatsApp. So back to our Mr. Barry's question. I score it 80%, 85% win rate because of how I have seen it worked here in the office. I've shared it with my colleagues, and it's been tremendous to help us win the market. So yes, that's how much I rate the oracle. Any other question? All right. So if there are none for now, I will bring in the meeting to an end, and I want to thank you all sincerely. I want to gratefully thank you all for staying through, coming in, and staying with us. Thank you so very much, and I wish that we will be successful in this industry as forex traders beyond today and beyond tomorrow. Thank you once more, and have yourself a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.